This is Kelly, and it's time for your Wednesday Wellness Wake Up, brought to you by Napa Massage. And with us this morning is Dr. Sharon. Hi, how are you?
Good morning. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I have with me this morning Laura Page. She's also known as the Healthy Junkie. I thought this time of year with New Year's and all the new resolutions we're all making, it was a perfect time. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's great to have
morning.
you back to the show.
Thank you.
So Laura, for those of you who don't know, the Healthy Junkie is a life coach and registered holistic nutritionist. And very appropriately, in the month of January, she's doing some really fabulous things to help people who have New Year's resolutions around their health and wellness transform those resolutions into a healthy lifestyle. So, Laura, why don't you tell us a little bit about what's going on with this, some of your new projects? I know something especially is starting today.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So today is the first day of the Eat Healthy Challenge, and it runs for 4 weeks. So from today until the 31st. And what it is it's a program, a structure where people can come together within a community through my website, thehealthyjunkie.com, and you just omit certain things from your diet. So it's taking, it's taking like the bad stuff out of your diet.
Like coffee?
Like coffee.
I was having a treat this morning.
So wait a minute. So you have a blog called thehealthyjunkie.com, and people go on, and it's on your website.
It is.
And people go on and they can sign up. And I know it's starting today. So give us an example. So I'm sitting at home. I'm on my computer. I go to healthyjunkie.com. And what happens? What do you look for? What do you do?
So if you go to the Eat Healthy Challenge tab, open that up, and then there's a sort of contract, and it's really individual. It's between you and yourself.
Okay.
And you can comment through the blog or through the Facebook page and stay connected to me and to the community of participants. But you get to decide how long and at what level you want to participate.
Oh, that's neat.
So if
really custom, right?
So if someone says, "Oh, I just really want to cut down on my alcohol," or "I want to stop eating dairy," or every person can do it differently. And are you there to support them as kind of coaching them through it, or how does that work?
I mean, like a little bit for sure. Like I definitely comment back to people when they have, they can let me know how they're doing, and with regards to what they cut out, so they can choose. I choose all 6 elements, but they can choose 4 to 6, and those would be their sugar. Course.
Yes, of course.
Processed and hydrogenated foods, white flour, dairy, alcohol, and caffeine. And so they would choose anywhere from 4 to 6 of those, eliminate them from their diet from anywhere from 1 week to 4 weeks. So I choose to take all 6 out of my diet for the whole 4 weeks. And this will actually be the fifth one that I've done in the last year and a half. So they can participate every 3 months. I do one myself and run it through my website.
And so tell me, do you give them options? So, okay, I'm going to eliminate dairy. Do you help them decide, well, how then am I going to substitute? I normally have cereal every morning with
Absolutely.
milk.
Right.
Absolutely.
So your
cream
website,
in my coffee or something
Absolutely.
like that.
So there's tons of tips on the website for what they can use, like almond milk or rice milk or soy milk. Like there's lots of different options that are there. And same thing even with cheese, like different options for non-dairy cheeses. And really the whole idea is just to take some of these things out of your diet so that it gives them a break and it gives their body the time to recognize how that feels. Because most people never take these things out of their diet.
Right.
And it's not forever because it's not a diet. So there's no calorie restriction. There's no restricting of healthy food. You eat as much as you want. You just eat around those not as healthy foods.
Right.
and hopefully they'll pick something that actually may not have as good effect on their body. So after they do the challenge, they go, oh, maybe I don't feel as good when I eat wheat as when I don't. And
Absolutely.
that's the idea.
Is that the goal to see, how you feel? And
yeah, because we're all so individual. And
Right.
for myself, I started doing this, like I said, a year and a half ago, and taking dairy out of my diet was huge for me. Like it really improved my digestion and made me feel different. It made me feel less bloated, made me feel less heavy. And so now, and it's been a weaning process. It's not like it just went away from my diet right away. And I still eat it, with holidays and special occasions and that, but it's not part of my everyday snack anymore. I mean, I make a joke on my website that I had my own cow, essentially. Like I was eating so much cheese. And so now
it's easy to do that.
It is. And it's such an easy thing to grab. but it's not necessarily the best thing to grab all the time.
Right.
I love that. Well, I think it's great for people to go on your website. It doesn't have to be a local person, but for local folks, you're actually doing something at Whole Foods starting every Sunday. Tell us about this healthy eating workshop.
Yeah, I'm starting actually a couple different workshops. So it's around this idea of Eat Healthy workshop, and I'm doing them on Sundays from 1:30 to 3 at Whole Foods, and then I'm also going to be doing them on Monday evenings at Exertech from 6:30 to 8. And what it is, it's demystifying nutrition, essentially. And I just find there's so much information out there that people get confused. And it's really not difficult, but you kind of have to move through the murky waters of what is true and what isn't true when it comes to nutrition. So there's a lot of just education around what is proper nutrition. And then there's a lot of explanation as to why you would be taking these things out of your diet. So most people know what they should be doing,
right,
but they don't necessarily know why they should be doing it.
Right.
That's great. I wonder if when you're at Whole Foods, are you getting to shop with them and help them pick out certain things, or how does that work at Whole Foods?
Definitely a possibility. Absolutely. The Whole Foods workshop actually incorporates a hands-on food demonstration as well it's a 4-week workshop. So there's a hands-on food demonstration, almost like a cooking class.
Oh, that's
and
nice.
they get to eat as well. The Exertech workshop is embodies exercise as well, and the nutrition aspect. And then with both of them, there's the coaching aspect. So I'm bringing a lot of values, attaching their goals to their values, because again, I'd like to see everyone as an individual. We're not all needing the exact same things. And so what is it that they're trying to achieve, and really getting to the root of what they want, and then helping them to get on their way and holding them accountable and holding a space with community to help support them to get to where they want to be.
So this idea of transforming their resolution. So if they were to say come to these 4 classes to help them along, do you have any other specific suggestions that you teach around how to turn these, very initial resolutions into real long-term lifestyle changes? So do you have any tips, name 1 or 2 things you might teach in the class to help someone who really is motivated, but it's hard, they're only going to see you 4 times? What are some of the things you might be teaching?
Yeah, I mean the workshops I've done in the past, they're really surprisingly transformative. And I think it's hard to pinpoint exactly why that is. I think it has to do with taking the time, the people actually being committed to a workshop where they're with a group and with me for anywhere from 8 to 10 hours. And they're really focused on their goals. And not only are they focused during the workshop, but during the weeks in between. So they keep coming back with, this is where I am, this is where I am now, and this is where I want to be. And there's a really deep level of them learning more about themselves, which I don't think happens in normal everyday life. They just don't take the time. So I think the time is key. And then them interacting with other people and hearing I'm not the only one who has this goal, or I'm not the only one who has had a little bit of difficulty getting around this obstacle. And so the supportive nature of them being able to talk within a group and learn within a group, I think really helps them to move forward.
Oh, that's fantastic. So let's reiterate again. If you want to take the Eat Healthy Challenge that starts today, you can find Laura Page on her website at thehealthyjunkie.com. And then if you want to be part of Eat Healthy workshops, you can do that at Whole Foods for 4 Sundays here in Napa starting January 8th from 1 to 3:30 p.m. or at Exertech. What days are those?
Mondays and it's over 6 Mondays from 6:30 to 8.
And when does that start?
That starts this Monday.
Laura, thank you so much for being here. Kelly, always great to be here. It's always a beautiful day to be live in Napa Valley here with you early in the morning.
Thank you so much, both of you. Dr. Sharon, that's your Wednesday Wellness Wake Up, brought to you by Napa Massage. Go to napamassage.com for more information and get a massage. It's really a great way to take care of yourself. All right, it's 7:25.